Hi everybody, welcome back to this YouTube channel. My name is Julia, and in today's clip, if you previously watched my clips, you know this is not my usual background. I'm gonna do my makeup collection today. I'm very excited. I really love these clips. This is not me, trying to brag about how much makeup I have. I find them very satisfying. I love watching these, and I'm nosy when it comes to makeup. I always want to see what people have in their collections, and I was like, might as well do myself one. I do have them here in two of the drawers. It's from IKEA. I think the name of it's small. I don't know exactly the details because this is secondhand. Actually, I was very lucky to get it cheaper, and it looks as if it was new. I'm just gonna go through them. I'm very excited to rewatch this myself as well because, like I said, and it's a bit, I think I'm gonna close the door. It's really windy today, but I'm very excited to see this put together, the video, and I hope you're gonna enjoy it as much as I would definitely enjoy it because I really love these, okay? I really love them. So starting with my first drawer, I actually have them organized with these dividers. They are from IKEA as well, and I actually found them by mistake when I went once to IKEA. I've seen this drawer and I don't know why I decided to open it, but I guess it was a sign because I've seen these, they fit perfectly into it. They were trying to advertise them, and they succeeded in making me buying them. So the way I organize this is, here I have all of my primers, foundations, and powders. I have a few over here, you can't probably see them. I have here blushes, contours, and highlighters. The majority of them are 100% highlighters. I am a highlighter hoarder. I'm just gonna be completely honest about that. Here I have all of my eyeshadows that are in like a smaller palette. I do have others in the second one which are bigger. I do have here, I recently actually decided to put here contact lenses, and I have the ones from Poly Eye and my actual daily ones, a few of them. I need to stock up on these ones. On the corner over there I have lipsticks, all of my lipsticks, and in the back I just have random bits when it comes to headbands. Really, I don't use them as much as I should, and that's why they stay there, but I can reach them, I can get them out, and I don't need them on a daily basis. So yeah, this is in the first drawer. Let's kick it on with the actual product. So I'm gonna start with the foundations, primers, and powders. So here I actually have just Johnson's container. I decided to keep it there because you can't see the writing and it makes these organized. They won't sit properly on their own. So I have here the Dermacol makeup cover foundation, which is really full coverage in shade 207. I have here a LA Girl Pro Concealer, which I use to mix up my lighter foundations, and it's actually a good trick. I have a backup for the Revolution Super Size Conceal and Define. I have a primer from Professional, the Pearls one. I have a backup for the Catrice Liquid Camouflage Concealer, which I think I used it a bit, to be completely honest, because it's quite empty. I have here the Revolution Pro Goddess Glow Primer. I actually have on pretty majority of them a review, including this one, so definitely check out my previous clips. I have here a very tiny Professional, the classic one. I have the Ordinary High Adherence Silicone Primer. And here I have a bottle where I used to have some of the Estee Lauder Double Wear foundation as a sample, and I don't know why I kept it here, but I'm still gonna keep it there. Over here I have a powder from Alverde. This is a brand from a kind of like super drug sort of type shop called DM in Romania, and this is quite dark for me. I use it when I get a tan, which that did not happen this year. I also have the NYX No Filter powder. This is in shade 1 Albuster, and yeah, this is how it looks like. I also have another backup for the Ready Set Go, a powder from Lottie London. I really love this powder. This is my all-time favorite powder. So as you can see, it's sealed. And I have some sponges as a backup from Shein. I really love these ones. I already have one that I'm actually using at the moment, and I really love it. I also have the Real Techniques kind of like case with a sponge in here that I got from my best friend, and yeah, I actually can fit it there as well. I'm very glad because I'm not gonna repurchase the Real Techniques one for the moment since I have these ones all together. I need to use them up first. But yeah, the case is actually really cool. One thing I would mention is don't keep the wet sponges in it because they're gonna start to mold. This is a travel essential, but not like a daily, you know, case for your sponge. Now with the foundations, here I have an actual skin tint from Lumine. I'm not quite sure if that's how you pronounce it. I got it in my Birchbox a while ago and I actually really like it. This is in universal medium, which I think it's not necessarily universal because it's quite light. Like, I am really light, and yeah, that's the only complaint I have about this. I have the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundations. These are some of my favorite foundations. The only reason I have two is because I did not find the shade in between the two of them really. In the shop I bought them, but together they mix very well and they are really nice for my skin tone and flawless. I really like how it lasts and it looks on my skin. My skin is normal, by the way. One of all-time favorites, True Match L'Oreal foundation. I have this one in Golden Ivory, really loving this. Again, I love this as well. This is NYX Bear With Me skin tint. I really love this on an everyday when I can't be asked having full coverage foundation, but it still has a lot of coverage for a tinted product. My Revolution Pro CC Perfection foundation. This is actually truly a foundation rather than a CC cream. I really love this one. I just did not got the perfect shade for myself, but that's fine. I can work with it, and I really love the packaging on this, although I need to clean it. It's exactly like the Fenty one, and I really loved the packaging on that one. The Estee Lauder Double Wear foundation, my all-time favorite bougie foundation. I got it as a gift, and I swear to God, when I need a foundation to last a long time, this is it. This is the Revolution Fast Base foundation. I hate this foundation so much. I don't have that much left. I need to use it up, but it just makes me cringe when I want to use it because it just doesn't look nice on my skin, my normal to a bit dry in the wintertime skin. Last but not least, the Revolution Conceal and Define foundation. Again, not my favorite. I think this is much more wearable than the Fast Base one, but again, it's not my favorite. I think out of all of them, like the Revolution Pro, Fast Base, and this, the CC foundation from Revolution Pro is one of my favorites. I really love that one. And I have here a setting spray from Superdrug. I actually have one that I need to use up, so that's why I keep it here, but it's a nice mist. I really like it. It smells amazing, and sometimes I use it on my skin too, like bare, like a primer, or when I want to refresh my skin. I really love it. Right, so moving on to the highlighter, blushes, and contours. The first thing I have in here is the Milani Flowers of Love blush palette. I already have a review on it, and yeah, you can check that out. It looks as such. I have here the Wet n Wild, if I could, the Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighter palette. This has 4 Mega Glow highlighters. They are actually massive. I was really shocked when I got it, and you can see this is one of my favorites because it has, you know, the flowers kind of like gone. But yeah, I have here the collaboration with Imogen and Revolution. This is such a good palette for traveling purposes. I'm not obsessed with the highlighters, but the rest I really love. Even the powders, the top powders, the first two I use them as a setting powder, and this one I use as a blush. It really works really nicely on my skin tone as such. And I have here the Roxy X Revolution blush palette. I really did not have that many blushes, so I decided to buy this guy, and it actually is really lovely. I love the colors into it. I have here another blush palette. This is Isn't It Peachy palette, and again, this is one of my first blush palettes that I bought, and I really love. I'm more into peachy rather than pinks, but I decided to have both because sometimes I need optionality. I have here one of my favorites highlighter palettes. I think this is, you know, you can see it's really used, although the pans, I did not hit pan because I have way too many highlighters, but I really love this guy so much, so much. So I have here a sleek makeup palette that I'm not quite sure if this was limited edition, but as you can see, I really love that highlighter, and yeah, it's duochromatic. You can see me here. Hi. Oh my god. But yeah, I really love this palette. I think it's so fun and it has that shade that I really loved. Next is the Revlon Skin Lights. Again, a new favorite of mine. This is super blinding. I really love this formula. I think it's actually amazing. This is in Daybreak Glimmer. A highlighter from Kiko. I got this one when I met Steph Thoms, and what better way to remember the meet and greet with Steph Thoms rather than buying a goddamn highlighter. This is Glow Fusion 01. This is a more natural one, but I really like it. I do the Jaclyn Hill trick that I applied this only on the apples of my cheeks. Same goes with this one from e.l.f. I do the same trick as with the one from Kiko, and I really love it. It's actually really nice, and it's in shade Moonlight Pearls. I also have a mini Hoola bronzer from Benefit, which actually literally the tiniest bit of this is enough for my skin tone, and I actually really love the formula. It's a good one. I have here a highlighter from Estate. I got this one in a Birchbox Dew Me, and it's actually really lovely. At the beginning it used to be, I forgot to do swatches. I think I should start doing them. Like, this is gorgeous. I actually did firstly not liked it, but I think it had like a top layer on it. Let me show you the Revlon Skin Lights as well. I forgot the swatches are a thing in these videos, so I'm really sorry about that. It's really nice, as you can see. Also this one that I really like. Let's see if I can do it. It's actually really nice. I will do now swatches because, sorry, this is my first ever video and I forgot you usually do swatches in it as well. This is from MAC Cosmetics. Hello again. A lot of them are in this type of packaging. This is No Flushed Extra Dimension, and oh my god, this is the most like stunning ever highlighter. Like, literally the camera would not do justice. I think you can see it's duochromatic. It does have glitter specks into it, but the way this looks on your skin is just unbelievable. Like, it really melts into your skin and is mesmerizing. No, the camera doesn't do justice. Like, it has pink and golden reflexes to it, and it really looks like a Christmas present. Like, literally makes me think of Christmas. I'm pretty sure this was a Christmas limited edition one, and it is one of the best ever. I'm very sad to take it off, to be completely honest, but yeah. I have here the Revolution Pro Sculpting Bronzer in Bahia, one of my favorites. It's actually super buttery. It is quite on the more warm side, but I really like it on my skin tone. I really don't have any problems with it whatsoever, and the packaging is actually stunning. I also have here the Ofra highlighter in Rodeo Drive. It's a mini size, but seriously, this is so smooth. This is actually melt into your skin. Like, it's really beautiful. I really love it. I am super into goldeny highlighters, and this is actually not too dark for my skin tone, and it's blinding. Like, I really love it. I think the only highlighter that I genuinely am like, I don't know what's the purpose of you in this life. This is from Model Co. Mermaid Glow, and I don't know, this was from a Birchbox, and it's super greedy and it just doesn't look right. I don't know. Now combined it looks alright, but it's just not, no. I don't like that it kind of like gathered up, and it's not my favorite. I don't use this one actually almost at all. I also have here from Sephora, this is an eyeshadow, and to be honest, this is not its name, Lavender Field. I actually switched with another one because its own packaging actually flipped because I use it so much. As you can see, it has a lot of glitter. It's an eyeshadow, but I really love this as a highlighter as well. Like, I do use it as a highlighter. Can you see it looks like a rosy, very glittery and sparkly highlighter? It really works as a highlighter. So this is not an eyeshadow for me, this is a highlighter, so that's why it sits there. I also have one of my favorites favorites, Benefit Cookie. It was really hyped, and I do definitely understand why. Let me just be careful because I have nails. This is amazing. Do you see that? It's just, oh my god, it's so good. It's so good, and it really melts into your skin. And I did have this one time from morning till night, and the blindness into it was the same from, like, you know, it identical with how it looked in the morning. And then when I came home, I was like, what the hell, because it looked the same. It does not you know, loses its intensity during the day, which is wow for me. In the back I have stuff that I don't make much use out of them. So this is, for example, the PS Mermaid Glow highlighter. I used this into a project, and I decided to keep a bit for myself and looks because it is very silvery, as you can see, and you can't find it anymore, and it's very blinding. It's actually a really nice formula. Some of the Primark highlighters are super good. I have here the Clay Essence Moonlight Cushion. This is one of my favorite, what is it called, like liquidy formula highlighters. Like, I'm trying to get much because I have this one on in a while, and it doesn't pick up as nicely on my finger as it would do with the actual sponge. So let me try doing that. I don't know if you can see it. It's a very subtle highlighter, but I really like it for that, and it's quick on the go. I really like the applicator and everything. The packaging is really nice, and that was my phone. Very sorry about that, but yeah. I also have the unicorn hearts from Revolution. I did not use this one in a while. I was really hyped when it launched, and to be completely honest with you, this is much better than the one from Model Co, because it's the same vibes of unicorn highlighters, but this is much more nicer as a formula. I really like it, but it's just I don't tend to gravitate towards it because it's more on the very silvery side, and I don't go with this type of highlighters on an everyday basis. I do use them in my Instagram looks, but not every day. I also have a few more. So 2 of them are from MUA. I actually have a cotton wool thingy here, so it will protect it. This is with blue reflexes into it. I'm not quite sure if you can properly see it. These are actually really nice. I really loved them, and I still do. They are definitely on the icy side, but they are very duochromatic. Oh, and I really love them, and this must be one of my favorites. Oh, and you can see it's kind of like coming off because I used a lot. This is with peach reflexes to it. I'm not quite sure how well it picks on the camera really, but I really love both of them, especially the middle one, which has, like I said, very peachy reflexes to it. I don't know if you can see them. They don't tend to pick up well on cameras, these ones, but they look very nice in real life. And last but certainly not least, I have here one from Boohoo, which is Stardust. They don't make this one anymore, but seriously, this is again one of my favorites that I don't tend to use anymore on my videos because obviously it was limited edition. But as you can see here, it is very, very blinding, and it's super goldeny and, you know, kind of like rose gold. I really love that. And here I have the Sleek Makeup Precious Metals. This was my first ever highlighter palette. I did use the bit here for a project, and the rest are creams, so I don't tend to use them as much, but I really like them. The formula is really nice. Now to really finish up with this part, here I have my Poly Eye contact lenses, and like I said, my daily contact lenses and some contact lenses solution. This is not the, you know, the most entertaining one, but I just mentioned that. It's quite empty, but that's because I have a few stuff on my table, which I'm definitely going to show you because it's part of my collection. But this is the exciting part, palettes. So this was one of my latest purchases, the Blueberry Muffin from BH Cosmetics, and it's an actual beautiful palette. It is stunning. Like this shade, Tempting, oh my god, this is, look at that. I just don't want to even use it up because look at that. I also loved Sugared. I think this is a worthy palette for its shimmers. I think they are like balm, very, very buttery. Look at that, I barely touched them. Also, the mattes are really nice, but I'm not gonna be, you know, lying. I think the mattes are a bit hard to work with because they are pigments. I don't find them troubling to myself, but obviously it's something to keep into account. But the shimmers, unbelievable, unbelievable. The next one that I have in here is the mini Jawbreaker from Jeffree Star. I got this one on Beauty Bay with the perk points because they had it, and I actually am very excited about this shade that I, you know, got this as for free because Oral, which it's quite of a name, it's a really nice shade. And also look at the pigmentation of these, and also I'm just gonna do a few swatches. They are really pigmented. I really love the palette, and I think it's super nice for travel purposes because sometimes I want some fun into my life and I can only grab it into big palettes, and this would save me the trouble. But you can see this has like a purple blue shift to it. It's a very beautiful shade. I have here the first palette, which is from Revolution. This is the Reloaded Iconic Division, and I'm gonna be completely honest, I don't use this one as much as I should. It's not a bad formula, it's just, I don't know, it doesn't inspire me. I'm not feeling it. I should definitely use it more, but it's just, like I said, I don't find any inspiration from it. I really like this shade though. I think it's a really beautiful shade. As you can see, it's actually very glittery and sparkly, and I really like that. But I don't know, it's just not my favorite palette, I'm not gonna lie. The next two ones I have in here are the SFX Revolution face paints. One of them is from the last year's collection, and this is that one. And I have one which is from 2 years ago, and I used all of the white in there, and I depotted another lipstick which is golden. So yeah, I really use these ones. I think they are really good for the price, and if you want to experiment as a beginner with painting on your face, but they don't set. That's one thing that really annoys me about them lately. But other than that, they did a good job in me experimenting with makeup in general. Another palette that I really don't use anymore, it's super old. This is the Ultra Professional Eyeshadow Flawless Mattes from Revolution, and this is how it looks like. It's actually broken. I used to be super into mattes only, really, and this is a really bad formula compared to what they have nowadays. I'm gonna be completely honest, for its time, it was really good formula. It's still pigmented, don't get me wrong, but it's just a bit chalky, and I don't use it as much. I'm not only into mattes anymore as I used to be, but it was a really good palette, and maybe they changed the formula nowadays on it. It's still pigmented though, don't get me wrong, but I have better options now. So this is actually an older palette. Again, these are from the times I was only starting, and as you can see, it says I Heart Makeup, not I Heart Revolution. If you know about this, then you know the stuff. And this is the Pink Fizz one, and yeah, this is how it looks like. It's a really nice palette. This one I still really like it. It's just I don't tend to go after it because I tend to go after others. But it's a really nice formula. It's really creamy. As you can see, they are really pigmented. I really like it. This is a bit more like chalky, but I think it's much more glittery at the same time. But it's a good formula. You can see they pick up a lot of lighting. So yeah, I'm not quite sure if they still do it, to be completely honest, but it's a really nice one. Next is the collab with Soap Those Nails, as in like Soap Those Life nowadays. But I really love this palette a lot, and I still do. It's one of my all-time favorites for traveling purposes. And as you can see, I do have indents into some of the shades because I really used a lot of it. I don't use it as much now, but it's a really nice formula for the price it has. And the color selection is actually really nice. I really love Soph. I'm gonna probably be a bit biased because I really love her, but literally, I really think it's a really good formula. I think that by the time I bought this palette, I realized a Revolution is coming in with a new formula. and they're improving themselves, and it's one of the best palettes I tried after these two ones really. This is from Beauty Bay, the EYN Berry palette, and this has the mirror smashed. This is how it came, and actually they refunded the money to me, which was really lovely of them. But let me tell you, this formula, this palette, it's actually really stunning for how simple it looks. I think it has some beautiful shades, and it's a very, you know, creamy formula. I really love this palette, and I don't think Beauty Bay has a bad formula at all. I'm not saying it's like extremely like oh my god, but it's a really good formula for the price you pay. They pick up the lighting so much. Usually when it comes to swatches, I tend to do more the shimmer ones because, and my phone interrupted me again, I tend to do the shimmers more than the mattes because mattes they don't generally swatch too well, and I think shimmers are the most important in a palette because I feel mattes, you can work with them. I don't know, I love seeing more shimmer swatches rather than mattes. That's why, sorry, I'm gonna try to swatch some mattes as well. The next two ones are from Revolution Pro, which they are more on the expensive side, but the formula does stand out compared to the other ones. So the first one I grabbed is the Romance palette, which I already have a review on it and swatching it all the way down. It's a really nice palette though, very fun and simple at the same time. Go check the video. As well as with this one, this is the Revolution Pro, the classic new neutrals. I think this is the one that started the whole you know, this collection of this type of palettes. It's a really nice formula, and yet again I have a review on it. So yeah, this is a very stunning palette. Like I said, I already have a review on it, so go and check it out. You just type in, you know, Julie Pies Queen and new neutrals and you'll find it for shortly. But it's a really stunning palette. Again, I really love both of them. I have here the Riviera by Anastasia Beverly Hills, or Anastasia Beverly Hills as I call it her myself, because she's Romanian, I'm Romanian, and I do say Anastasia. But yeah, this is an actual palette that I was not 100% obsessed with it. I think the formula is good, don't get me wrong, but it's just, it did not impress me overall. But I do have to be honest, Bahamas is actually one of my top favorite neon pinks. This is the only neon pink in my collection that I truly love. I really love the shimmers, but I think they tend to be really crumbly, but they do have a really huge payoff. I need to be careful when I work with it. That's the one thing that kind of like, I'm not necessarily obsessed with it. However, I do travel with it a lot. So do I enjoy it? Yes, because it's colorful and it has also basic shades, and I think it's a very nice palette to travel with. But it's not my favorite, that's what I'm trying to say. But I like it, I do, I really do. Last but certainly not least, I have the free Jeffree Star palettes that are coming in this type of packaging. This is the Conspiracy. I know, drama and all that jazz, but I'm not gonna take into account those things. I really like this palette, okay? I really like it. Color selection wise, I think this is so everyday. First row, second is really fun, and third of all, it's really like smoky, dark. I really love how this palette was constructed, and the shades are really nice. I really like Illuminati. It's really nice. And Conspiracy, I really love also Food Vibes. I think it's a really nice shade. If you pack it on, it's a different way to work with it, but if you pack it on, it's kind of neon-y. I really like Just a Theory, one of my favorite shades. I really love the shades, okay? And except not the Conspiracy, oh my god. Except the drama, I really still reach out for this palette and I really like it. I don't regret buying it. Next is Blue Blood, which has to be the top favorite out of them all. I know majority of people might say Blood Sugar, but for me Blue Blood is the ultimate favorite. I love blues, I adore blue, and when I've seen this was releasing, I was like, I don't care, I'm gonna make the money, I don't know, I'll find money to buy it because I really like it. I'm not saying, for example, some people are getting annoyed at this type of formula when it comes to its shimmers, but I don't mind. I really like them on a daily basis. And oh my god, no, this is grab it. If you love blue, grab it. I really love it. I just do. It's my favorite, and I might be biased because I love blue, but it's a good formula. It really is. And it's so pigmented. And blood sugar. This is a really nice palette, and I've seen pros and cons when it comes to it. Like, some people like it, some people don't. But I feel some people just got a bad batch, because most of the people I've seen, they complain about these two shades. Like, I just went a teeny tiny bit with my fingers and look how pigmented they are, and they are different in colors. But some people said they had problems with those ones. But to be completely honest, I don't reach as much as other people would reach out to this palette, because to be completely honest, I'm more into other colors. However, when I want to do a red colored look, I always grab this guy, because just the reds, I don't have in my collection a red that when you blend it out, it doesn't turn into a pink. And that's what I'm gonna say, because that's enough to say about this palette, because you already know it's super goddamn popular. Here are majority of my lipsticks. I do have here 2 mascaras really, or 3 or 4, wait. I have here 4 mascaras really. I really don't like this. So I'm trying, I'll have to use it up, but I'm trying to stay as much away as I can possibly can. This is from Kiko. I really love this one, but I think it was a limited edition and you can't find it anymore. I have this Marcel one, which I'm not obsessed, but it's good. And I also have one from Douglas, which again, it's okay, but not necessarily obsessed. I also have here the All Verde Brow Gel, and these are 2 backups, so that's why this one sits here, because it's already open. I have here a few eyeliners, just like glittery ones. I have like retractable ones. I just have liners there, to be completely honest, nothing too fancy. I have here brow products and a few eyeliners that I actually use as lip liners, to be completely honest with you, and they're really good. So yeah, lipsticks. So the way I organize these are nudes, colorful ones, on-color ones. Like, I don't know if it makes any sense to you, but it makes sense to me. So I have here the Jeffree Star green lipsticks. I have here 2 nudes. I have here just some purpley ones. And here I have some of my nudes, as you can see. This is from Morphe, shade Commit. Again, Morphe shade Goosebumps, which is a dark brown, which is a nude, but not for me, but it's still nude. I have here my all-time favorite, the collaboration with Jamie Genevieve, and I'm actually in the hunt of a goddamn dupe. I got this one. I hoped it was like this one, but it's not, as you can see. It's really different. However, I found this one from Bourjois, which is in shade 31 Velvet, I guess. And this seems more of a similar dupe, as you can see, but it's not the same formula. It's still quite dark. It's not identical. Why did they make it limited edition? I have the Jeffree Star Mannequin, which again is one of my favorite nudes. This is actually really nice because, as you can see, it has a pink undertone to it, but it's not too pink, and I always struggled with that. I have here another nude from MAC Cosmetics. This is in shade Blankety, and it's not my favorite. It looks very similar with the one from Jeffree Star, which I never actually figured that out until now, but it's a creamier formula, and I think when I have my lips super crusty, it just doesn't look the right way it should. I have here one from PS. I don't know what's the shade of it, but it's a really nice one. As you can see, it's quite like a very shiny formula that is matte, and I really like it, and it smells divine. I also have here some lip balms, a set from Revolution. All of them are from Revolution. The Pout Balm. This is in shade Candy, which I really love, and this I actually have a review on them already. I also have from L'Oreal, which I think you can't find this one anymore, but I bought it from a pound, with a pound from an outlet, and it's a really nice shade. Right, I do have two NYX lip lingerie products in shades Delicate Lust and Scandalous. I really liked these ones. I do not use them in a while, which I should, but I don't know. I always used to like very just, what is it called? What's the name? Cool toned, undertoned, and I still like that shade. I think it's sick. And this is the other one, which again, very cool toned. I really like cool toned stuff. I used to love them. Now I started, like in a couple last years, I started to be more into warm tones as well, but cool tones are still my favorite. I have, this is a fake Huda Beauty, which I'm not gonna show it to you. It's from ages ago, as well as this one. They are fake. I know they are fake. I got them from a shop from Romania when I was like ages ago. So yep, I don't recommend buying these kind of things anymore. But this is La Rizzi lipstick. I have no idea where should I put it here. And I actually used a lot of it, not necessarily on my lips, but drawing with it a lot. And it's a really good formula. I really like the formula. I'm not obsessed with the shade myself, but it's a good formula. And again, another La Rizzi lipstick, which is pretty much the same shade, as you can see, but is more of a matte lipstick and definitely more burgundy dark shade. I really like the formula on this one more than the lipstick, because it feels matte but not drying. I really like it. I also have this PS just in shade, what is the shade? Pink in Access, which is not pink. It's very cool toned mauvey sort of shade, but look at that. I really love this. I used so much out of it because, like I said, cool tones are one of my things. At least they used to. Not as much nowadays, but I still reach out sometimes to them. And here are a few of my lip glosses. This is in Salted Caramel from I Heart Revolution. Oh my god, this smells. It smells like literally maple syrup, and it looks like so. I'm running out of space. It's a very beautiful formula. It smells divine and it looks amazing. Another one which I'm not necessarily extra obsessed with the smell, because it doesn't smell as good as the other one, but it still does smell delicious. This is chocolate or something like that. No, honeycomb, but it smells more like of a chocolate, and it really is a beautiful shade. I love this one too. I have a La Roque one, which I got it from an outlet, so I'm not quite sure if they still do it, but it's a very beautiful shade yet again, and it's in shade Visionary. Really nice formula. Last but certainly not least, my very lovely friend. She is from China, and she brought me this from there. It's a Stay On Balm Rouge from a brand called Can Make, and this is an actual beautiful shade. Amazing formula. I really do reach out for this one on a daily. I really love it. It's very moisturizing. It does give you a tint, and I think I should use this one more as a cheek blush, because I do see it working very well. It's a beautiful formula, so yeah, I'm very happy she brought me something from there, because I've never seen this in the UK. Right, so here I have a Zoeva dark burgundy shade that I got as a gift from a very lovely friend, and this is how it looks like. This is an actual stunning shade. I just don't dare to wear it too often because it's super out there, but I really love the tone. This is from Nabla, and this is beautiful. This is an actual kind of what is it called? It is a metallic. It does have some glitter, but that's not its own glitter. It's more of a metallic red, and I think it's very, very stunning. I also have this one from one of my best friends from Estée Lauder, and again, such a beautiful red toned shade. It's very lovely. I'm not necessarily myself into reds, but I sometimes go for it, and that's why my best friend actually gifted me this, because she was like, go for it more, and I actually do. Again, one from Estee Lauder, but this is in a purple, again from a very lovely friend. She gifted it to me, and it's a beautiful, beautiful formula. I really love it. And look at the packaging. This is so cool because it's magnetic, while this one has a mirror. How cool is that? One from Morphe, which is more of a black. It has a purple undertone, but you can't properly see it when you swatch it. Maybe when you swatch it, you can see it has a purpley undertone, but when you put it on your lips, you can't tell. It looks more like black, but I really love it. I really do. A very old one from Revolution. This is a green one, as you can see. Essence. It's a metallic one, which is not my favorite formula, but it looks sick. So sometimes I use it as a topper, really. Same goes with this one, Essence. This is actually much better formula. It's more of a matte one, and the shade is actually really stunning. It's very blue. I do wear these on my lipsticks, on my lips as a lipstick, just a heads up. A blue one. I love blue lipstick, dark blue lipsticks. I really do. It's a really lovely shade. So cool. And another blue one from MAC Cosmetics. This was my first ever. As you can see, I used the hell out of it. It's not the best formula, but I got used to it. It's a bit crumbly and it can be messy, but I got used to it, and I still wear it to this day because I really love the shade. As you can see, it's much different than the one from Maybelline. Blue lipsticks, more blue lipsticks. Oh my god. This is the worst ever formula, the Cosmic Metals. It smells disgusting and it feels horrible on the lips, although it looks amazing. I don't like this formula. I never did wear it on my lips because I can already smell how disgusting it smells. Unfortunately, I have no idea what's the deal with that, but moving on to the Liquid Suede, I really love these ones. They're really nice. As you can see, very pigmented. Also, one of my favorites is this one. Very, very nice color. Very crazy pigmented color. Another one is from MUA Luxe, the Velvet Liquid Lacquer in shade Splash. It has to be one of my favorites yet again. I have another one from them, which is a purpley shade, and I use the heck out of it, and it's really special shade. It looks stunning. And from NYX, which is gray, and I use this one a lot because I really loved it. Again, very cool toned. It's a straight up gray. I have this one from PS, which is gray. It's a much lighter gray, really. Two purpley ones here. These are quite old. I should throw them out, but they're like kind of a lip glosses kind of thing. I'm gonna swatch them, but this is no gloss whatsoever. However, the blue one looks like a gloss. It really does look like a gloss. And this is from LA Splash, and it's a very beautiful purple. I'm not quite sure if you can see it here. It's very straight, like it's much different than the ones that I already have into my collection, and I really love that. And another lipstick that I did not reach for it is from MUA Luxe, and again, it's the same kind of formula as this one. I really don't like it. It looks stunning, but I really don't like it. And here I do have a few brow products, so two of the Tattoo from Maybelline, and I do have my full size Gimme Brow from Benefit and the Essence Make Me Brow, and I do keep them here because I'm trying to use up others. And yeah, just a few sharpeners and some lash glues, and that's pretty much it with the first drawer. I'm just gonna put the lipsticks in, and I'm gonna move on to the second one. I also did not mention that this organizer, I have it from HomeSense, and this tiny one I have it from Poundland or something like that. And this one, it's an actual pen holder from Paper Chase, and this is a regular jar. This is not as exciting as the first one, to be completely honest. This is random bits that they won't fit in the first one. So I'm just gonna start actually with this part. I have here some notes. I do make a lot of notes when it comes to my YouTube and my ideas and stuff like that. So I do keep them there. And here I have let me just get these ones out actually. This is the Equality Lip Bundle from Jeffree Star Cosmetics. My boyfriend gifted it for my birthday, and I use it a lot for painting my face. I actually never thought I'm gonna keep this box, but it's a very good quality one, and they sit very nicely into it, and I really love the formula. I already knew that, but these are amazing for painting your face. And the next one is, again, one of my favorite palettes. I think out of all of my collection, Carnival XL Pro must be my favorite. I think I always reach out for this because it has all you need in here, like rainbow, simple, everything, literally everything. I really love this palette. The next thing is Freedom Mega Grow Pro HD magnetic palette, and I have here some of their, you know, magnetic glitters and a backup of their contour from Freedom and other bits here and there. So yeah, I have here backups from you know, for my lashes. These I bought with my own money from Jimmy Ray, and I really love them. I have these ones as well, which I did not touch, and these ones as well. I actually have a video on them over my YouTube. I also have this old palette from Too Faced. This was a limited edition, and I do keep this one for travel purposes. Not my favorite palette, not my favorite formula, but it's very travel friendly. You have highlighter, bronzer, blush, eyeshadow, and this works as a setting powder for myself. I also have in here just like body glow stuff, like my DIY, just some glitter glue. What else? I have this H&M body spray thingy, and yeah, I kept it in here in this one from Benefit. It's very sparkly. I got it in the set, so I thought it's a good idea to keep the sparkly bits in there. Moving on to the big palettes, I have here the Alien palette from Jeffree Star, and I think this was a limited edition one. I don't think you can find it anymore, but it's a really nice palette. My boyfriend gifted it for me on another Christmas, like 2 years ago, I think, and it made me realize how good the formula is from Jeffree Star Cosmetics, and I really love it since then. I have here the Going Out palette from Beauty Bay. I'm not quite sure if they still have this one, but it's a really nice formula, to be completely honest. Like, I just really look at that. It's a really nice formula. This is actually not the best, to be completely honest. Like, it's alright, but there are a few ones that are super sparkly, and some of them are just like metallic. This is actually really sparkly from what I remember. Yes, this has only 4 mattes at the corners, as you can see, but the rest are only shimmers. And here I have the EYN Beauty Bay palette, which is the Bright Matte. Sorry, it's just some makeup remover. And this is only matte. Since I already had the Going Out palette, I decided to buy the matte version, and actually the mattes are really nice. It's a really good formula for the price you pay. What else should let's do this. It's a really good formula for the price you pay. However, I really do tend to be more drawn to the Be Perfect one, not gonna lie, but it's still a really nice palette if you want to start with color and you're scared of it and you want to not invest as much money as the Be Perfect is costing. This is a good option as well. Over here I have some brushes, very old brushes or backup brushes that I really don't need anymore into my regular brush thingy. I'm trying to show it as such, but as you can see, most of them are from this brand called Frau Lien. Again, this was a gift from my boyfriend. He knows how obsessed I am with my makeup, okay? And he heard me, I was complaining about not having brushes at the time. He gifted me this, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't reach for them anymore because they're good quality, but it was something more affordable, to be completely honest, because I did choose myself them. I did not want to, obviously. I was feeling bad enough that he was like, come on, let me buy you as a gift the brushes, whatever you want and stuff like that. So I got the affordable ones, which were still, you know, expensive because they were like a lot, but I think they are really nice as a starter. But by the time I moved more and more into makeup, I found others that are better and a bit more expensive, or I found them on offer. It sits there. And this is my first palette, my first ever big ass palette. This is from the same brand called Frau Lien. And oh my god, I'm never gonna throw this one out, but the quality is horrible. However, it really started me doing makeup, and I really am grateful for it, and I'm very happy for it, you know, to have it as a memory really. So I'm never gonna throw it out, although I don't use it anymore. It's very old. I should not touch it, but I still keep it there. These are some of the Jimire false lashes that I got them gifted from them. And I also have here some glow bracelets. I was like, maybe I will use them for a makeup look, but I still did not come around that, but you never know. So yeah, let me just put them back and I will move on to this side. I do have some bobby pins and I always leave them as such. Here I have all of my wigs. I'm actually not gonna go through them. I have already 2 videos with 3 of them each, testing them out, showing them to you. I can't speak anymore. Showing them to you how they look like, but I'm just gonna take these ones out so I can work around this section. So what I have in here are stuff that are glittery and sparkly and application stuff really. And I have 2 of these applicators of jewelry from Amazon. These are so helpful. Never ever ever going back to that, what is it called? Tweezers to apply them, because that's a pain in the ass. I always use these. They are a lifesaver. These parts are sticky and yeah, they are very helpful. I love them. I have here, like I said, the blue blood, which you will see what I needed to put it initially, but yeah, I have blue blood. Not blue blood. Fake blood, not blue blood. Oh my god. Also the SFX wax putty. This is the one for doing scars. I already have a video on it, but let's just open it for you so you can see how it looks like. This is how it looks like. I'm not quite sure if the lighting is the best in here. I think this is much better to be here, really. I also have some scotch tape. I have here this, what is it called? You know, I use it for when I need water for some product, which is the Suva liners. They are water activated, so sometimes I put water in here when I need to use that one. I have here some just, you know, things to work with if I need in any makeup look. I have here an empty bottle of setting spray. Sometimes I put stuff in it, like water, generally speaking. I have here my mini eyeshadow palette. I did not even realize this is from Estee Lauder. I got it gifted and it's very cute and tiny. Do you see how tiny it is? I have also this I Heart Revolution Dragon. I already have a video on it and it's such pigmented, like this is so pigmented and buttery. It was only a $5, such good quality palette. Another one is this from Douglas, which is a gift from my cousin. I'm not gonna lie, it's nice, but I did not use it as much as I should have. I don't even remember the last time I used, because it's quite bulky. That's the only thing that I hate about it. It's bulky, but the actual quality of the product is really nice. And yeah, I like it, but I don't use it as much as I should. And that's because I don't think it's the best formula ever. It's bulky, so these two kind of like put me off a bit to use it on an often basis. But sometimes I do, sometimes I do. I also have this Glitter Bomb BS palette, which to be completely honest, I did not use in a while. It has a few beautiful shades, but it's kind of like misleading because the glitter is actually with something very transparent, and when I got the top layer, it's just like looks like a balm. So yeah, not the best, but it looks very mesmerizing, and I'm gonna definitely keep the packaging. Even though it's gonna expire, I'm just gonna throw out the stuff from it and maybe repurpose the packaging really, because it's really nice. I also have this from MUA. I already did a video on it very recently actually. I have this old ass H&M eyeshadow palette, which I think I should throw it out because I don't use it anymore. I don't like it. It's not pigmented. It was good at the time when I bought it. Like you can see, I used the heck out of it, but not anymore, not anymore. I also have this, which is from a brand called Judith Williams. I got it as a gift, and this actually is really nice. I like how big the pans are, and it's a really pigmented palette. It's a really nice palette. Sometimes I do take it with me when I travel somewhere. I also have this from NYX, which is their wet something. I can't even take it out, I'm sorry. Get Naked glossy thingy for the eyes. But this is so like, there's nothing special about it. It still creases like you would put a lip balm onto your eyelids. So it was extremely expensive, and I don't think it was worth the money. I really don't think so. I really regret buying it because it was like £9 or something like that. The worst £9 spent ever, unfortunately. I'm sorry, NYX. I love some of your products, but this is not it. And last but certainly not least, this is a floss eyeshadow, and this is how it looks like. It's actually a very beautiful formula. I think they're trying to dupe the ColourPop mono shadows, and I never tried those ones, but this is very buttery. I can definitely say that. And now I have here just, you know, studs, glitters, all of that stuff, that good stuff. I really use a lot. As you can see, this is pretty much empty. I have loads over here, glitters as well. Here I have a lot of glitters that are definitely not eye safe, but I don't use them on my eyes. I actually use these ones on my face. I keep them in these box. I have here a lot of stuff from a Poundland actually, or Shein. These are some tattoos from Shein, these ones. And yeah, I always get and grab this type of stuff from Poundland because they are super cheap. And here I have just, oh come on, get out. I have like threads. I used to do bracelets, and I don't know, I thought it might be a good idea to implement them in some of my makeup looks. This is with wings. I'm that old, okay? Wings used to be a huge thing when I was little, and yeah, I still have this till this date, and I keep my threads into it because I thought maybe I'm gonna use them in any makeup look. I will see. And here I have actually the blood, the fake blood to sit. I have also the liquid latex from Revolution. So this is actually the kitchen table where we usually eat. We really don't mind having that space for myself unless people are coming to visit, but usually they sit there. I do sit here to work. So this is the stuff I have here. I always keep my brushes. I sometimes alternate. I put them here or there behind these. But I felt like it's easier for me to grab stuff from here, and instead of like just moving from there to there, I decided to leave them there for now. I have a stand for my sponge, and this is much nicer alternative rather than the one from Real Techniques because it doesn't mold and it dries down. And here I have just daily bits really. I have an eyeliner, I do have a cream contour sort of thing. I have my P. Louise base in here. I know the lighting is not the best, but you get the drill. I have, I don't know, eyeliners, my dual lash glue, and just bits that they can fit here. I also have here my brush cleaning pad, the color switch as others name it. I do have here also bits that I need, so my brand new, what is it called, contact lens water. I have here a glow serum. I have my favorite mascara. I have a primer, another primer over here that I need to use up. I have stuff that I know I use a lot, and some of them I'm planning to use up, as well as, for example, this mascara I'm planning to use up. The quicker the better, and it always sits here. Over here I always keep my fake lashes. I'm not quite sure how well you can see them. They look like a multitude of spiders, but no, they are the lashes. These should sit there as well. Here I have some of my lipsticks that again I need to use up. I want to use up this one, I want to use up this one. I have a lip gloss, a lip balm. I want to use up this from Bury Me because Bury M, not Bury Me, Bury M, because I don't have that much left. And this is actually from an IKEA candle and I repurposed it. One of these holds makeup, as you can see. So I have my Pears soap for the brows. I have 2 foundations that I want to use up because I don't have that much left. I have a setting spray, this is from Primark. I also have this for blush. I really love this as a cream blush, one of my favorites. That's why it sits here with me all the time because I use it all the time. Again, a mascara. This is a brown mascara. I have here my contour slash bronzer that I really like, and unfortunately the contour, it's not, you can't find it anymore, and the bronzer is from the Beauty Crop, but I did put it here because it was so tiny that I actually forget about it. So I was like, since I forget about it, let's just put it here. A blush from Kiko, which was limited edition. Highlighter from Primark. My favorite powder is, I told you, this is my favorite powder and it always sits with me here. My favorite, all-time favorite primer. This is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I love this stuff. Powder from Rimmel, Stay Matte. I really don't like this that much, but I have no idea why it ended up here. I should put it back into the drawers because I don't use it as much. And yeah, the Pears soap. This refresher sort of product thingy that is like Duraline from Inglot, but is from Revolution Pro, much cheaper and much bigger. It's massive. And in this one, I actually have my mirror. You always see this mirror lately into my video clips. I really like this one. Hello. I have here a fan because I did not buy the electrical ones, you know, with batteries, because I did not want to spend any 10 more pounds, and I was like, I'm just gonna use this fan when I need, which I don't use it that much. This is for my glasses because I'm a glass wearer and it drives me crazy to have dirty glasses, so I keep it all the time there. Cotton wools, again, Superdrug. I told you I bought some reusable ones. But I still have these ones, so I need to use them up. I have my favorite micellar water from Garnier. I actually use this one on all of my face, but I do wash my face straight after that because obviously it has oil and you don't want to leave that onto your skin. I have a scissor. I always have a scissor. Maybe I need to cut, I don't know, the lashes or something like that. Isopropylic alcohol. I always keep it here because I sometimes brush my brushes. Spray, not brush my brushes, spray my brushes. Some cute cat ears. Sometimes I use them. I actually do. Another mirror that I really love, and I use it when I do my makeup without filming. This actually has lights and it's from Primark. And here are the reusable cotton pads. So yeah, that is pretty much from me for today. I really hope by any means you found this video useful and relevant and interesting. I actually enjoyed myself talking bits here and there about my makeup collection, showing you swatches and all the good bits. And yeah, maybe if you're not already subscribed, maybe you'll subscribe. Stay close to my channel because I do different bits here and there, and I upload every single week at least a video, if not more. And that's pretty much it from me for today. I'll hopefully see you in the next one. Bye.